It's been a few days. Hope that you're doing well. Well, I'm going to bring you up to speed on some things, Um, just the other day, we had our past Grand Master, Phil Bazier, was struck by a vehicle, and he's no longer with us. I watched this gentleman come into my jurisdiction full of vigor, full of life, full of zeal. Worked his way up, became Grand Master of State California, Ancient Free and Accepted Masons, John G. Jones. I watched him train individuals to be the best Mason they can be. I watched him express his love for the craft. I watched him how he was calmly moving about the brotherhood, exemplifying those tools that he had and showing what it is to be a Mason, how one should actually act and carry himself. I've seen this. And now he's gone. I mean, just really reminds me of the story of our beloved character of Hiram Abiff, who was strucken down in life. Man, I cry like a baby, man. I've been crying all day, all night. And so some of my brothers, thank you for the calls, the well wishes. I'm just telling you, man. He's never been sick, never was in the hospital, never really complained. Genuine love for the craft. Genuine love for the craft. His brother was a Prince Hall Mason. Well, his brother's still living. He is a Prince Hall Mason out of Pennsylvania. And he always go back and they show him nothing but love. This brother genuine loved the craft. His family genuine loved us. And when his brother came to California, came to my home, Sid broke bread, came to my lodge meeting, Sid broke bread again. It was beautiful. And now here we are. Here we are. He's gone. He's gone from the physical plane to the celestial plane. But that just brings me here today to share with you. Friday was our lodge meeting, and Monday my brother was gone. Saturday, and this is what I'm going to lead into this particular topic, 3-letter, 4-letter. Please stop. Just stop with your bullshit. So I was at a football game watching a very close friend of mine, dear brother of mine. His son is playing football. His last college home game, senior night, they getting it in. And so we all meet up together. We're from different frats, all the brothers are there. We like kicking it. They barking and everything. Everybody's having a great time. So this gentleman asked me, he said, you a Mason? I said, yeah. He said, 3-letter, 4-letter. I thought about it. I said, 4-letter. I said, man, I'm 3-letter. 3-letter all day. And I paused for a moment. I really paused for a moment and thought about what I said. I thought about it. I said, this sounds like some gang shit to me. It did. You 3-letter, you 4-letter. I was like, damn, I got caught up in a conversation like that. I shouldn't have got caught up in a conversation like that. I should have been like Phil Bazier. I should have been like Phil Bazier, my beloved brother. I should have just said, I'm a Mason. But no, I answered this question, 4-letter. But what does that mean? Legitimately speaking, to you black Masons, to the diaspora of black Masonry, what does that mean to you? I'm 4-letter. To the other brothers, I'm 3-letter. What does that shit mean to you? I mean, really, legitimately thinking, just for a moment, I need you to think for a moment. Where did you get that mentality from? It's fucked up. Where did you get that mentality from? I'm 3-letter, you 4-letter. Where did you get that gang stupidity from? You're supposed to be a study of philosophy, brotherly love, relief, and truth, and you coming with the mindset of a gang member. I challenge any Mason, if you want to have this real conversation about your stupidity of the 3-letter and 4-letter, look me up. Any of you, from your grand master to your grand lecturer, hit me up, because I don't know who's teaching you Freemasonry or where you're getting your history from or your study from, but that 3-letter, 4-letter thing has got to stop. You may not like the fact that that brother may be part of another Masonic jurisdiction, and that's okay. Everybody got their likes and their dislikes, but your mentality is fucked up. Your thought process is jacked up. Your education when it comes to Masonry is just baffling. Somebody's done you wrong. Somebody has not taught you the proper use of those tools that are used symbolically to help you to grow and to be the best Mason you can be. Somebody dropped the ball. Either that, or you just think that now that you're a Mason, you in some type of real game. And it's not that life. Masonry is not that life. If you find yourself involved in that type of conversation, remove yourself. Something Brother Phil Bezier probably would have done. You know, don't want to talk. He's so calm and mild. Don't want to talk. He would have done that. And I've learned that I should not allow myself to be entertained by such stupidity of asking or even entertaining a question whether you are 3-letter, 4-letter. Man, yeah, in my youth, when I first come in, I was hearing, yeah, I get it. But when you are well-traveled, when you are well-versed, when you are around good brothers, that should change. When you're around brothers who want to see you grow and to be the best man that you can be, that mindset should change. But what I'm finding, it doesn't change. 30, 35-year-olds, 40-year-olds running around here talking about I'm 4-letter, I'm 3-letter. I'm this and I'm that. You're a Mason. And if you don't understand the pure concept and essence of being that which you was brought into through a rites of ceremonies, then you have totally missed everything that Mason prescribed to. Brotherly love, relief, truth. I am my brother's keeper. I keep my brother's word. I am the protector of my brother without causing harm or hurt to my family. I'm that guy. But when you misplace that and begin to place it in a place of negativity, you have missed it. You have totally missed it. And that's the thing. Man, I get sick and tired of seeing Black Masons belittle themselves in these chat groups while others watch and say, look at there. Nah. I'm talking to anybody this message. Whenever you flip this on, you hear it. If the shoe fit, wear it. I don't care if you Prince Hall, Ancient, Free, Modern, Free, International. This has just got to stop. Stop allowing yourself to get caught up in these conversations that really doesn't benefit you or strengthen you as a Mason. Debating somebody, oh, I'm on this, I'm more legit than you. Stop, please, 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 please stop. It has to stop. Yeah, that's including me. That's including me. I'm not excluded from any of these things that I'm saying. I'm included because I knew, and at once upon a time, I partaked in those very same conversations. But as I began to see my journey, I had to change that. As I began to see my growth and what I wanted to accomplish and be and contribute to Freemasonry. I had to change that. So my thought process had to change. I had to be around brothers who wanted to see me grow and develop and to be the best leader I can be for this grand jurisdiction. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Somewhere along the line, those within your Masonic jurisdiction is going to have to educate the younger brothers on the true essence of what it is to be a Mason. Because it ain't happening. We have young brothers coming in and they sound like some gang shit. They really on something else. And I don't know who vetted for them or how they got in, but they sound like they're on something other than the core of Freemasonry. Oh man. I'm in a mild state, to say the least. Now, I can't do that to myself anymore. I've had too many examples of brothers around me for me to get caught up in a conversation of 3-letter and 4-letter. I've had too many good and great brothers around me, men that was well groomed in life, well off in life, for me to get caught up in a conversation like that anymore. Can't do it. I won't do it. If you're ever debating a person in regards to the 3-letter, 4-letter, you who are well versed, understands Freemasonry, just leave that alone. Just leave it alone. Let it go. It is not worth your time. It is not worth your energy. It doesn't add to you as far as being a Mason. Just let it go. Let it go. Enjoy everything that Masonry has to offer. Masonry doesn't have a gang mindset to offer anyone. But for those who come through those doors, bring a mindset that needs to be changed, redirected. Just like it is when you're going to the stations, it says direct him to, redirect him to, place him into, make him this. It's just like that. It's just like that. You know? So today, as we have this conversation, as you piggyback and maybe hear some things I'm talking about regarding the AF and M and 3-letter, 4-letter, whatever. Man, yeah. I would go on anyone's podcast, anyone's channel, and I would have this conversation with you. I would. Because I don't think you well versed enough to have the conversation. I think that some of you are very uneducated in regards to Freemasonry. Yeah, I said that. So, no, you're not going to have that conversation with me. And you know you're not going to invite me onto your podcast to have it because you're not ready for it. You'll talk about it, but you won't do it. Likewise here. If you want to have that conversation, the door is open. Just walk through it. And don't give me, he's going to cut me off. He's not going to let me speak. I will give you the first 20 minutes and I won't say a word. I won't say a word. I let you talk. And I guarantee you're not ready for the conversation. Because you hadn't grown yet. You don't even understand the essence of your working tools. And the person that you think, just because they don't know the book like you know, they can't pronounce the words like you like to pronounce them and hear them with all the nuances. There are some well-rounded brothers out there that really carries Masonry in their hearts. I mean, to the T. You call them, they're getting out of bed at 1, 2 in the morning. You call them, they're coming to see about you. You call them, they're coming to pick you up. Those types of brothers don't need a book. They're born with the essence of Freemasonry and what it is and what it means. See, them type of brothers are what I am looking for. I want to be around those type of brothers. I don't care if you need a book to open your lodge. He needs the book. I don't care. What I care about is the essence. Do this brother have that love in his heart? Can I call him when I'm in some serious stuff? Is he going to answer the phone? Can I depend on him? See, there are brothers like that. And my past Grandmaster Phil Bezier was that dude. He, to me, was that dude. That's real talk. And many of you have brothers like that. They're that dude. And to the sisters, you have ladies like that in your chapter. They are that lady. You call them up, they coming. They may not be well versed and they may not be, you know, well educated and rounded like you are, but bruh and sister, let me tell you, they're the ones. They that one. When you call, they coming. And we need to understand that. We need to kind of figure out what caused such a great, I'm not going to say a divide, but such a great miseducation when it comes to the craft. And it continues to do itself over and over again. Why is that? It continues to do itself over and over and over again. I don't know. All I can say is that in this particular jurisdiction that I'm in, we have built relationships with those that are not part of our Masonic affiliation, or lack of a better word, Congress. We have done that. We have scored relationships with those brothers abroad and those brothers here. We do that. We have done that because we want to experience, and we want our craft to experience the true essence of brotherly love. Not none of that fake shit. Not none of that shit you can't come here and go there. Not none of that. That's fake masonry. That's that bullshit somebody has told you. There are a lot of brothers of the craft who travels all over the world. They're not Prince Hall. A lot of them are Modern Free, International, Ancient Free and Accepted. A lot of them are from various jurisdictions. Let me tell you, they're traveling all over the world representing the craft. I know. I know because they'll visit my lodge. They'll visit me. So I know. I know brothers who have gone outside the country to visit other Masonic bodies. We're doing ourselves a disservice when we eat the same food over and over again, and the shit is still making you sick, and you wonder why we can't do certain things. Because somebody's feeding you some shit, and all you're doing is eating the shit. That's the truth. That's all you're doing. And so therefore, if you don't get a chance to enjoy the craft because you're too busy fighting over something that's not even yours, you proclaiming, I'm righteous and all there is, and you're missing, you're totally missing out on the craft as a whole. Man, for me today, I'm hurting. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I am hurting. You know, Phil Bezier, the illustrious brother Phil, 33rd, 95th, was a true brother of the craft, well loved, well liked in his travels. You couldn't take none from him. He may not have known the book back and forth like some of us do, but wherever he went as a Mason, wherever he traveled as a Mason, he was well accepted and received. And you, bruh, sisters, that is one of the most beautiful things about Freemasonry. It really is. Somehow, somewhere, the mentality has to change. And we cannot allow ourselves to get caught up in small stuff. This 3-letter, 4-letter thing, you got to do better than that. You have got to do better than that. We are better than that. We definitely are better than that. It's a beautiful day, sunny San Diego. Just taking a little walk from my lunch, and I just wanted to come in and just share with you today, you know, and talk about 3-letter, 4-letter in the melody that some of us may have, you know. I think that you're weak. I really do. And like I said, my door is open. If anybody want to have this conversation, debate, you know, I'm not, you can find me. And we can have that conversation. I'll give you the first 20 minutes to say whatever you got to say about how, whatever you are, whatever that looks like. And you give me my time without being interrupted. And we can roll on from there. But hey, we all gonna leave here one day. We just don't know when. So with that being said, to everyone who came on and had something to say, I want to say thank you. Brother Nico, I love you, bro. Thank you for coming through the house last night. Whoa, bro, appreciate you. To my Grandmaster State, Calvin Sanders, brother, great leadership. And to all the brothers of the craft, no matter what your jurisdiction in, let your light shine. Be true to the craft. Be true to the craft. I'm not saying everybody's right, but be true to the craft. You know, that's the thing. A lot of us are not true to the craft. You true, but it ain't to the craft. Oh, you real, but it ain't to the craft. You know, you hell bent on tearing somebody down and not even understanding the significance of lifting somebody up because you're too angry, you're too mad. You always gotta be right about something. Come on. It's time to let that go and understand that we're just here for a brief moment and then you're gone. What's going to be said about that, brother? Did he really use that trial? Did he really legitimately use the trial to spread the cement of brotherly love? Did he really use a chisel and the mallet to really shape and form himself to be that perfect Ashley? Did he actually do that? Did she really exhibit the 5 herrings of the order? Did he do that? Did she do that? Come on. What's going to be said about you? Because they're going to talk about you when you're gone. They may not say it now in your face, but they're going to say it when you're gone. So the thing is that we must all grow. We must all learn. We must all be able to appreciate and lift each other up. You know. So at your next lodge meeting, where you don't see a brother there, ask why. Call him up. At your next lodge meeting, you know that you brought in an interim apprentice. He came to a couple of meetings and he's no longer there. You need to find out why. You need to find out why. But until next time, you know, my prayers are with the Bezier family that's in Pittsburgh. We here. My prayers is with my jurisdiction. And to those who have lost someone this week, next week, whatever, to those who've just lost someone, my prayers are with you. May God bless you and keep you. Until next time, peace and be well. And whatever you do, stay at the bushes. Keep your light on. I'm out.